The Dads That Game radio podcast is brought to you by Video Games Monthly. Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service that delivers retro video games to gamers who own classic gaming systems from the 1980s through 2000s. And the best part is, you keep the games. Check us out at videogamesmonthly.com.
Live from his wife's basement, still gaming into their elder years. This is the Dads That Game radio podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Michael Wolf and William Small.
Welcome to the Dads That Game radio podcast. I am your host, Michael Wolf, and with me as always, as he's been,
I've been late every time, the entire show.
Well, but I mean, you've been here though, is what I'm saying.
Been here.
This is our 127th show.
127.
But I'm gonna inform you now, this is the last show.
Yep. So we rolled out on 127.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a good number.
Yeah.
127.
And honestly, I just we'll get into it. I mean, we're gonna take the show and kind of it's gonna be a reminiscent show. We're still kind of we'll go over some stories we liked and video games that we played this week, and you know I'm still gonna give you what's out this week. By the way, where the hell did Darksiders 3 come from? Did I just miss that announce date like altogether? That's out next week.
Wait,
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, November 27th. Not even kidding.
No way. I didn't even remember that.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's how I felt this morning when I saw the TV. I was like, I saw the ad for
really...
Darksiders 3. I was like, what, when did this happen? Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes me a little bit nervous because there's been like no publicity.
There's been no publicity. We'll see.
And
I saw the gameplay.
I like the others.
Yeah,
so...
well, and I saw the gameplay, and it's a lot like the others. I kind of, hopefully I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. But, this is going to be the last show. Man, it's hard to say that. I've had a rough day. I had to say goodbye to a friend today, and she's not dead. That would be so morbid. Sorry. No, she left for another job in another state, so I had to say goodbye to her. More like a see you later. And that's I think that's how I'm going to end this show. We'll see you later. Because me and Will still be around. Will still be doing things at like PAX East and his local areas. I'm still going to be doing things here in Iowa with Noobs and Pros. Check out our website. Go to www.noobsandpros.com. Just click on the link, Dads That Game. Here's the thing with the podcast. I'm going to leave it up until the end of the year. So if you want to download our shows or send us a message or anything like that, you'll still be able to do so until... I would say like January 2nd, January 3rd, but then after that, I'm going to pull the plug. Yeah.
You know what? And this will be what happens. We're calling it quits right now.
Right.
It'll be like Family Guy. Suddenly we blow up.
Right. Well, I mean,
just like, oh my God, they're quitting.
We'll go
rally around them.
Right. Exactly. We'll buy their DVDs. Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's fine. Please buy our DVDs.
Yes. Please buy the DVDs. Honestly, if that happens, I'm not like I said, I'm not saying goodbye forever. I'm just honestly at this point in my life, family is obviously. I would always tell anybody, if you have a family comes first. And right now, I'm gonna a lot of stuff is coming up with my family that I want to be around for.
Yeah, you gotta first the hell out of that family.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be around for it, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do both things. I mean, I want to stop right now because. You know, when we started this show, we had Ray, and he left because of he was growing his family, and I wanted to thank Ray. We've had some amazing guests over the year. I just want to thank my best friend Richard. I want to thank Brian and Sean from Nibs and Pros. Everybody at Microsoft that helped us. I want to thank Tinks. Big time. She's been a guest on the show a couple times, so hello to Tinks and goodbye to Tinks. We'll still talk to her, obviously. We play video games with her. So, but I mean, we've had, it's been a great run. It really has. And that's why I'm saying, like, if later down the road, you may see another podcast from maybe one of us or two of us. I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold. But just right now, I gotta say, This is
Yes.
gonna, the Dads That Game probably will not be any more after this year. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm probably sure that's probably going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I mean, we've I thought it was a good idea for a podcast. Will's been on board since day one. Like I said, he's been in every single episode, I think, except for one. I think you were.
Yeah.
Where were you? I don't even remember.
I forget. I forget. I was somewhere that I just couldn't be there.
Right.
I forget
so
what it was.
Right. I think I had Brian coming in, and you.
Yeah, you had someone come in. Yeah.
Right, and like you couldn't make it, so me and Brian did the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember, but yeah, that was the only one.
Right.
Other than that, I always know, hey, it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
And
right. And
now
and I love you for it. And I mean, me and you are going to be friends forever. I mean, there's just that's not going to change. Yeah. We'll talk less, but
but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I mean, we still text each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still play video games together. But I mean, I think back on our very first episode, which I can honestly say was a train wreck.
And how many, just all about the swearing. Just so many swears.
Just so many, mostly from me.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Just there was a lot of them.
Well, I didn't know kind of, what direction we wanted to go into. Like, did we want to be like super adult, or do we want to be, more family friendly? And a lot of people, after that first episode, they're like, dude, like,
calm your tits.
Calm
them right down.
Clean it up. Yeah, a lot of people were like, because I can't even listen to this. Man, I did. I swore a lot. I was like, F this and F that and F. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
The funny thing is, this entire episode, while we do this, the only thing that's playing in my head is some R&B song, I think from the 90s. The It's So Hard to Say Goodbye
Boys the Men,
to video games.
Yeah, thank you.
That's how I hear it with the video games part.
Yeah.
So that's my song for everybody. That was it. There you go. Enjoy that.
Fantastic.
My terrible version of an R&B song.
It's okay. I've broken out into song many times before on the show.
It's fine. Yeah.
But I mean, just other people to thank too. I mean, I want to thank all our fans. I mean, we had some diehard fans. Corey, thank you. Even your son, dear Lord, your son listened to us all the time.
Braden was a big supporter of our show, and he is going to listen to this tonight. And I told him that, who knows, maybe there'll be something further down the road with one of us, both of us, somebody.
That's why I said, I'm not saying, like I said, I hate saying goodbye to people because I hate to put that final stamp on it. I would just rather say, we'll see you later. So,
well, we can be like Final Fantasy,
Right.
This is the Final Fantasy until the next one.
Until the next one.
Exactly.
Until
that's exactly how it is.
Dad's That Game 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then things just get.
One we won't. Let's skip that one.
Right. Things just get.
No 13 or 13-2.
13-2, where it just got really weird. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're all set. We'll skip over that altogether.
No. But like I said,
we'll go right for the 15 for the bro show. It'll be fine.
I think the funniest part about that game is it takes forever to get into. Once you get into it, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's actually really great.
I love Final Fantasy
really
15, but it just like the first part of the game, it's like you're pushing a damn car, forever to a town, and you're like, this is the game. What's going on here?
This is a car pushing simulator,
right?
Yes, it's in very shiny 4K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. It was. I liked it though. It was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I'm going to still be doing things with Noobs and Pros. I mean, we'll still be doing live events. Brian constantly streams on Facebook. He's actually starting streaming on Mixer. So go check him out. You can find all our links, just noobsandpros.com. Please still support them. Please still support the Podcast Radio Network. Thursday night, obviously, will be our last show on there. Probably need to email John and tell him. Otherwise, this will probably just be a really big surprise when he hears this. By the way, you need
to, will just have
you need to find somebody.
No noise whatsoever.
Right, you need to find somebody with a new time slot.
That'd be hilarious. And yet we have the same amount of listeners.
I know, right?
It's just an hour of crickets.
Yeah,
and they're like,
20,000 people just listening to nothing. Yeah.
Best show ever.
Right.
They just shut up.
Right. They just Mike finally shut his mouth. Yeah. But yeah, check out Podcast Radio Network. Still support them. The Podcast Radio Network has been amazing to us. I would say, like, we really didn't start like piquing people's interest, I would say, until we got on the Podcast Radio Network. So big, huge thanks to them. Visit their website. It's just Podcast Radio Network. You can Google search it. Support them. Download their apps. They have the Crikey app, KRYKEY. You can tune into 102.6. You can also use the TuneIn app. If you use the TuneIn app, you just search for the Podcast Radio Network. You'll be able to find the show. No problem. We're this Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. I know you'll probably be eating some Thanksgiving dinner, but you can turn our show on in the background. So, because it's the last one. Sorry. Yeah,
I mean, if nothing else, it could help you take a nap.
Right.
Like a late nap. Yeah.
After all that turkey you ate. Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. But like I said, we're still going to kind of give you a semi-show, but I kind of wanted to, I mean, I don't want to reminisce, but I just want to talk about video games and, things that we, have done this week, and I just kind of want to bring up memories of, happy times. We may not even go the full hour today, because there's really, it's a weird year because there's not a lot to talk about. Like I did want to bring up a couple stories, obviously with PlayStation pulling out of E3, and then the guy that freaked out at the GameStop over,
oh my god, he trashed that place,
not being able to return his copy of Fallout 76.
Which I could understand.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Well,
it was
upset about the Final Fantasy.
Well,
about
the store policy. He was upset about the store policy more than anything. Yeah.
Yes. He gave that store a policy it won't soon forget.
Right. My favorite part of that video is the guy at the end. So, just
he's
tuning.
Like, what?
What? Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole video. What the hell just happened? But we're gonna go over Black Friday deals for you. They'll probably eat up most of the show. A lot of great deals out there. A lot of great deals going on now. I honestly think stores don't even wait for Black Friday anymore. Seriously.
No, they've been good. Yeah. They've been going for like a week strong already.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got I ordered those Amazon Fire Sticks because I've been seriously thinking about getting rid of my DirecTV. And maybe switching over to PlayStation View, which I've asked a couple people about, and they said it's amazing, you'll love it. The only thing is they don't have Viacom channels, so I would lose Comedy Central. So, yeah, bummer. But
no bueno.
Comedy Central has an app, and you can just download the shows on the Fire Stick. So, bonus. So, a lot that, I don't know, it's hard to, I have a lot of changes I have to think about in the next couple days, obviously. But mostly with cable right now, because I have DirecTV, but ever since AT&T bought them out, not been happy at all. So just subpar service now, and then when you try to get customer service, it's in the Philippines. So forget about having some good customer service there. That's all I got to say. Yeah, not fun.
I tomorrow am getting gig speed internet.
Oh, sweet, nice.
Yeah,
I wish they would offer that in my area. I really do.
And it's crazy because I'm getting it. My 2-year contract ended for my Xfinity.
Yeah.
And when it was time, I called them like a week ahead of time, and they were like, well, so we're listening to everything you're saying to us. You want to pay less. You don't really care, too much one way or the other about the channels other than like a few. He was like, what if I could give you the same channels?
Yeah.
But I'm going to charge you $20 less. We're going to roll your Netflix fee into what you pay, so you can drop that off of what you pay. Plus, we're going to up you from the blast internet to the gig speed internet at no additional cost. And in fact, you're going to save $20.
Sign me up for another 2 years. Yep.
Yeah, and not only that, it was like the $20 cheaper on my bill, but then another $10 that I'm saving not paying for Netflix alone.
Oh crap! You know what I just realized? I'm locked into a 2-year contract with DirecTV. I can't do anything that I just said.
Oh.
Damn it, I just remembered that. I'm in a lower...
Yeah, I'm just excited, especially with games getting so friggin' big.
Yeah.
Now, like gig speed internet, and I don't do Wi-Fi from my consoles. I plug them there. Those things are plugged right in to the actual to the the Ethernet box, whatever. Yeah. And so I will be now downloading and doing all that stuff very quickly, which is nice.
Nice.
So that's really cool. Like, I don't know what time he's getting here tomorrow, but some point tomorrow the guy will be here.
Nice.
I don't know what kind of install that is other than an unplug and a replug.
I don't have bad internet. I mean, I have like 150 megabits per megabytes, megabits, I believe. Megabits, yeah. Per second.
Those are big bits of mega.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't remember how they.
One way.
It means something. I know it means something.
Yes.
No, but I hit up the Steam. Well, Steam hasn't officially started their Steam sale as of yet, but they did a weekend sale, and they had that game Frostpunk on there for $20, which is an amazing deal. Normally it's like, I think it's 40, so 50% off. That is an amazing game, but that game is so effing hard. It is not funny. So for anybody that doesn't know the premise of the game, Frostpunk is basically a game where the world has died, and it basically freezes over, and you are in control of the last civilization on Earth. And it's basically, you start off with 80 people, and it's your job the whole game to keep these 80 people alive. And the heart of your city is a steam generator. So it's like things like you have to go find coal, find wood for building things like, camps and all your medical buildings and stuff like that, and like hunting. Fantastic game. Like, I cannot praise it highly enough. I think that's my game of the week, and I'll let you talk about yours in a minute here, because I know you just want to talk about it. But if you have not played the game as of yet, I don't think it's on anything else except for PC. It may be, but
I think
it's PC only. But if you have a PC, it's pretty. I mean, it's a damn pretty game. It is harder than hell though when the days are like 20 below, and then some days are like 40 below, and you're like, son of a bitch. So, and I remember one time, like, I found a camp, and like my population got up to 120, and then I guess it was overpopulated. So like I lost all those people. Now my population's down to like 80 something again. So, and it makes you make really, really hard decisions too. Like, do you want to use child labor? Or do you, when somebody dies, do you want to give them a proper funeral, or do you want to just throw them in a snow pit? So it makes you choose like really like hard choices. It's pretty much like a game that's just like, like seriously, it's like everything sucks, and you have to make it better. And you basically have to keep the hope of these people alive. Otherwise, it's like that, they fall into despair, and then they kick you out of the camp, and then you die, of starvation and cold.
Right.
So it's an amazing game. It's like it's not an RPG. It's like an RTS game a little bit, but just fantastic game. I have to give it its props. But before we go into the game of the week, I want to give you your spotlight of what you have been playing and what you think. Because you've told me about it, and you are not happy.
I'm not. But I'll say two things. One, I'm excited for one thing.
Yeah.
So today on the Switch, the game that has been like the underdog, sneaky, like better than Destiny game.
Yeah.
Warframe.
Sure. Is finally out.
It came out on Switch today.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it allowed you to transfer your actual save file from your PC to
the Switch.
So all of the money I've spent over time, all of my characters I've leveled up, boom, on my Switch.
Nice.
And so I haven't really had a chance other than to do. What's weird though is I'm leveled up and I have all my stuff, but I'm back at the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
But that just means I'm going to annihilate everything for a little while.
Until you can get up to the point you left off at.
Right, until I get where I was. But that's fine. But it looks beautiful in handheld mode, and it plays really smoothly. So, and the reason I brought that up is it segues into how you can make a game that is online, even on the Switch, and it plays amazingly well and looks good, versus Fallout 76. A game that, I swear to God, it is like you are playing a even more buggy Fallout 4 in a different setting. That's it. The game does not look any better than Fallout 4.
Well, and I know
they changed some assets.
Well, that was what I was telling you too. It was like they took like a lot of the stuff from Fallout 4 and like just put you in an empty world. Yeah,
it's legit like. I'm not going to say I hate it because I keep playing it.
Sure.
Like I keep logging in And what I'm doing, though, is I think what a lot of other people are saying, you go in and you just log in and you get in this gameplay loop of I wander, I literally pick up every single thing I find. I wander, I kill some random things. I find a workbench, I break everything down into just components, and then I find a box that because scattered throughout the world are basically like your stash box.
Right.
And they're all linked, so it doesn't matter which one you go to. Just go to a stash box, and then you dump all of your junk into it.
Sure.
And when you say junk, it's not really junk. It's just everything, all the materials you broke everything down to. So you need that for your base so that you can build stuff. Funny thing is I'm about to be, I think I'm around level 15, and I haven't opened my base or built anything yet.
Oh, wow.
Not once.
Yeah.
Like one of my main missions right now is to set up my CAMP. Like, it's got like dots after each one. I don't know, some kind of like
abbreviation. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for,
right.
But basically it's like a little machine that sets up your base for you.
Sure.
And I haven't even done it because I just keep finding. I just go to a new town and they have, a weapon bench, an armor bench, tinkerer bench,
right.
And all the benches you need. And I have used the perk cards to my advantage, so now no food or drink give me radiation. I even found power armor already. What's weird is you can't actually use the components of power armor until you're level 30, but you can wear the frame of it.
Oh, okay.
Right away.
Yeah.
And when you do, you immediately gain a huge strength boost, and you don't take fall damage anymore. And you get a ton more inventory space. So it literally makes no sense not to find a piece of, like, you just find power armor, you strip it, and then you stash the helmet and the arms and legs, and then you just get into the metal frame, and then you're super strong. So I don't know, it's cool, sort of, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know.
It's not cool.
It looks like a game from whenever Fallout 4 came out. It does. That.
Well, and I've heard it's still super buggy because I heard actually there was 3 groups that actually launched the nuclear weapon.
Yeah, and it crashed. They crashed the whole server.
Crashed the whole server, and then So
today my son started the game because for what it is, if you take it with a grain of salt.
Sure.
A lot of people complain about all the fact that there's no people, but I gotta tell you, I like meeting NPCs and having them feed me quests.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time, I just fast forward through all of their boring crap till they give me their quest, and then I leave.
Then you just go.
So all of the audio logs that you find, they're fully voice acted, and they tell stories.
Sure.
And it's not like someone just droning on. It's like an actual story.
Right.
And, some of them are kind of cool. So I don't have any problem with that.
Sure.
And there are a ton of quests to do.
Right.
Like, right now I have like 10 quests on my screen telling me to go here, here, and here, do this and this. And some of them are cool. Like, I just did a cold case murder mystery about a kid who went missing at an amusement park. And a robot who was his, nanny was like, oh my God, you need to help me find him. And I went all over the place looking and doing all the little clues. And, it was a cool turn. Like, when it ended, she gave me a super rare gun that sets people on fire.
Oh, nice.
Like, it's like a machine gun that sets people on fire.
There you go.
And I was like, all right, that's awesome. So, it has good sides to it because if you like Fallout, it's Fallout.
Yeah.
It looks like Fallout.
That's what
everything in the inventory is Fallout.
Well, and that's what I was saying too. That's what I was saying too. Like, it is. I told people a lot of times because when people are asking me what do you think of the beta, I was like, it's a Fallout game. I was like, it's Fallout, but I was like, it's just not what I wanted. Yeah.
It's not what I wanted. It's hard to kill stuff. Like, you have to be you have to go. Okay, there's bad guys over there. I have to go into this knowing that no matter what I try to do, I can't aim for shit, and I can't. It's just, there's no way, the gunplay is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's all pray and spray.
Sure.
And so you want to start from far away with something like a rifle, and you want to try to scope 1 or 2 of them before they get close. and then, just use a shotgun and just run around like crazy, like firing it, and hopefully you're killing people.
Right.
And honestly, get a really strong melee weapon and just chop the crap out of people.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
So, but then some things are randomly, insanely over leveled. Like one of my missions, it told me to take a camp, and when you if you fortify and take a camp as your own, you have to defend it every now and then against monsters, or someone can PvP you to take over it.
Right.
So I got a camp, and I was like, all right. So I set a bunch of stuff up, and then suddenly it was like, oh, you have X amount of time before, a swarm of enemies comes to try to destroy your camp. So I set up a huge amount of turrets everywhere and all this stuff. And then they came in, and they were my level, and they annihilated me, my camp, and everything. And I ended up just leaving because I couldn't kill them.
Huh.
They were so strong, I couldn't do it. So I don't know. It's not. I'm going to leave it by saying, if you like Fallout and you're bored right now, which you shouldn't be, because go play Red Dead. I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's better games out there. Yeah.
But it's Fallout, and it's not terrible. Like, if you can actually log in and run around with a friend, that's actually kind of fun.
Yeah. I could see that too. Yeah.
It's just like you can kind of ignore everything and just be like, all right, hey, let's just roam over there and just find something cool to do.
Sure.
And that's fine. You can do that. So, but if you want a story or you want like a good game, that's not it.
Yeah, it's not going to be the game for you.
I mean, I'm not sad because I paid $30 for it.
Sure.
I would say for $30, it's worth a $30 game.
Sure.
It's not worth any more than that.
It's not worth $60.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so if Warframe has been out since PS4 launched, and it is a really good game and has a ton of content, and it's free.
Yeah.
You can buy stuff, but it's a free game. You can play the entire game for free. Their servers are stable. The worlds are stable. They're pretty. They're not buggy. How is it that they are doing it, and they're a small studio, and Bethesda's massive, and we got this pile of steaming crap?
I don't know. Go ask the guy that developed it. Yeah. Well,
and the only other thing I will say that's not about that game particularly, but the whole thing with Todd Howard was saying that they're still using the same engine that they've used since, I think, Oblivion.
Yeah.
And they just keep tacking stuff onto it, but they're like, no, we like this engine. We're familiar with it. Our devs know how to work with it. Okay, you know what? I don't care.
Sure.
It's rickety and old as hell. You need to build something new. Like, you're not keeping up with what other people are doing, and people are going to sour on your games unless you smarten up.
Well, hopefully there's hope for Rage 2. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that one looks cool, and I think that might actually be really fun.
Yeah, unless they use the same old engine. Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, I think the next open world game that I'm excited for really is Cyberpunk. And, I mean, I think we probably got another year at least or two. I think it's not going to come out until 2020 when the next generation comes out.
Well, and that was the big ticket item that everybody was talking about this week, and we can bounce around today. I really, like I said, it's our last show. But the big ticket story this week was PlayStation not being at E3 next year. They said, unfortunately, because of timing, and they said we really don't have anything to show, which I get. Yeah. But also it's led to this huge speculation that, well, if you don't have anything to show at E3, maybe at PlayStation Experience or even sooner, could we hear an announcement of PlayStation, the next PlayStation system? Which I don't know why you would bypass E3 to announce that, because E3 is, I mean, if you like it or not, I mean, I know a lot of people hate it because they say, like, there's really no purpose for E3 anymore, and we can debate, it's fine. But it's always been used as a platform to announce new systems.
Unless Sony has finally gone back to being old Sony, where they're like, we know better than everybody.
Sure.
We're on top. We can just kind of do whatever the hell we want.
Sure. Yeah.
Which I almost feel like they've been pulling that for a while now.
Well, they've done that with their crossplay and the backwards compatibility. And, So,
I mean, honestly, I think I did read something that they had, like, there was a leaked thing that was some kind of document saying that they're pushing for a March of 2020 release.
That would be insane.
And if they can't get that window of March of 2020, then they're going to go for November of 2020. It's going to be one of those two. It would just
be. I remember PlayStation 4 came out in October.
Yep.
And they announced it at E3. Pre-orders went up the day of E3, and all the pre-orders sold out right away. I mean, it was mass insanity.
And so you're talking June, and then July, August, September, October.
Man.
So 4 months.
4 months.
So that means that and PlayStation Experience is generally December, right?
Yeah. So then you're gonna push it 3 months later.
Yeah, 3 months later. That's not enough marketing. I mean, I don't know. But they said like their whole weird cryptic. Oh, we're trying to find new ways to show people good times and blah 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 blah.
Right.
Like, okay, so you're going to do something else. It's not the PlayStation Experience. They are going to have some big kind of press conference that they do somewhere.
Well, and I've even
just not E3.
Well, and I've even been hearing rumors that they are going to put development into PSVR version 2. So I don't know. I didn't think VR was such a big thing, but apparently we were wrong again. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think that, like, I no matter how cheap it gets for the PSVR, I'm holding out for a better version of it.
Like I said, I give it, like, I would say, like, like, I've seen some VR games and they do look cool. But it's like, I still think, like, we're still so early on into it. Like, I would say at least give it, at least the third or fourth generation before it would even pique my interest. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they really need to work out the bugs, make it have really, really, really good games. Visuals.
Yeah.
Like, the games have to be good, but so does, like, with something like VR, saying, oh, well, it could be in, like, 480p. No, it can't.
Sure.
Your eyes... Like, if you're trying to make yourself think,
you can't see.
If you're trying to make yourself, what did I take my glasses off?
Well, I think it's funny because like your eyes can't see past 60 frames per second, but we keep pushing for more and more and more and more.
Yeah, I mean, at least make the resolution has to be. a certain
I get it, but I feel like we're going for reality, and I get that. I mean, that's been always the point of VR is pushing the lines of reality versus what's obviously fictitious, but. I don't know.
You know what I think would be cool? Playing a VR game that was a complete cartoon.
Sure. Well, like they've been doing the ads for the Borderlands VR. Like if that was the actual gameplay, I'd be all on board. Like seriously.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like you just wake up and
it's like goofy cell shaded and cartoony.
Right.
I think that but even then, if you give push a high resolution, but make it like. It's funny watching cartoons in 4K is insane.
Oh sure,
like how crisp the lines are and everything. It's weird. If you do a video game that's like that, I'd be just as immersed in that world as I would be with something hyper realistic.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Just give you a world that is interesting, that looks cool, and you can put yourself into it. That's fine. But I don't think really there's much of that out there.
There's not. Well, and like I said, I mean, the best VR game, I mean, I know I've seen a lot of cool ones, but I would say still the best VR game that I've seen to date was Resident Evil.
So, Resident Evil, because it was built to support it right from the beginning.
Right.
And it looks, and it just scares the absolute pants off
out of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun memory when I played the Outlast 2 demo. That was great.
Yeah, no.
But moving on, well, I'm going to go over just games. Well, I'll give you until, I guess, January, because I'm not going to be here next month to announce them for you. But as of today, you can get yourself YouTubers Live on Nintendo Switch, Storm Boy, the game on Nintendo Switch. Battlefield 5 actually officially released as of today, the 20th. But people have been playing it for weeks, actually.
Yeah.
ATV, Drift and Tricks, that's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. This one looks interesting to me, and I think I'm actually going to buy this one because I've heard a lot of good things about it. But Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah.
What I don't recommend is don't buy it now.
Sure, just wait. Yeah.
The reason being is I don't understand who they think they're tricking.
Yeah.
I looked at it today thinking that it would be super inexpensive because it's like a 5-chapter game that the first chapter was free on Steam.
Gotcha.
And then each chapter after that was like $3 or $4.
Huh.
And so the whole game total was like $15.
I think it'd be fun to play. I think it would be fun to play on Switch, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah. I do. I agree. I think it was a really cool game.
Yeah.
And I only did the first chapter.
Sure.
And I was going to buy the rest of it. I was just like, I heard it's coming out for Switch. I'll wait.
But I'm not going to pay $60 for it. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not worth $60.
Sure.
And that's insane that they would charge that much for a game that on Steam is like $15 when it was new.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. It's really weird. So I would say wait, it'll come down. I guarantee you it'll come down in price.
So
and then just grab it because it is a cool, it's like very atmospheric and the way that it's drawn, like you play it in first person perspective, but the world around you looks like someone hand drew old timey cartoons.
No, it looks fantastic. Like, I've been watching some videos on it. It looked really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely neat and it is creepy. But don't pay that price. It's not worth. Yeah, just wait. But I would recommend getting it because it is really cool.
Gotcha. Other games out as of today, you can get yourself Flashback, The Quest for Identity, on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, Moto Racer 4 on Nintendo Switch, my all-time favorite game, because I'm from Iowa, Farming Simulator 19, because 18 just kept on rolling in. Yeah. That is on PS4, Xbox One, PC. Gungrave VR on PlayStation VR. As Will was stating earlier and praising its name, Warframe out today on Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Starting on the 22nd, you can get yourself The Adventures of Bertram Fiddle on Nintendo Switch. Party Hard on Nintendo Switch. Word Sudoku by Paugi. There's another game I just translates right over well to video games. Sudoku. God, seriously.
Is that Party Hard game by Andrew WK?
That would be funny if it was. Like it just him headbanging, with the bloody nose the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I never understood why he did that, but whatever.
I don't know.
A funny story because I remember when they first started selling those CDs actually at Best Buy. They had to wrap them like in black cellophane
to cover the bloody
nose.
Face.
Yeah, fun. You can get yourself Nidhogg 2 on Nintendo Switch, Battery Jam on Nintendo Switch. That's it for the 22nd, and then for the 27th, like I said, I woke up this morning and I was eating breakfast and I was watching my phone, and it's straight up there. There's like Darksiders 3 coming November 27th, and I'm like, of this year?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. They're like, pre-order now and get your collector's editions. And I've seen things for the collector's editions, but it's like, I never thought they set a date. Like, ever.
I forgot about that. That's crazy because, it looks cool.
Yeah. So,
I like the other ones.
Yeah, so next week you can get it. But Mud Runner, a Spin Tires game, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, November 27th. Ark Survival Evolved, pretty cool game if you like the Ark games. It's coming over to Switch on the 27th. This War of Mine on the Nintendo Switch on the 27th. 99 Vidas on the Nintendo Switch. Floor Kids on PlayStation 4. Artifact on PC. Tower Hunter Ezreal's Trial on the 28th. Horizon Chase on Nintendo Switch. Abzu Switch on the 28th. On the 29th, you can get yourself Catalyst. Nerari. I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm not even going to embarrass myself anymore with Japanese names. Forget you. You get no wordplay. I finally wanted to do that, and I'm going to do it today. Gelly Break on Nintendo Switch. Ride 3 on PlayStation 4 on the 30th. Escape Dudeland. Wario's Woods on Nintendo Switch. Is that the new Wario game? Is it? No, that is an old Wario game. But there's not a lot more coming out, guys. I mean, there's Just Cause 4 on December 4th. So definitely going to be really cool. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate on December 7th. The new Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek on December 7th. Subnautica on December 4th. I'm just throwing out games that actually piqued my interest. Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight. Older game, but coming over PlayStation 4. Toki on Nintendo Switch. That's all I ever wanted to do. So that was your last game of the games of the rest of the year, actually. So I'm not going to read it anymore. You can do your own damn research.
Yeah, look them up.
Look it up. I said it. But for the last part of the show, take some time, just kind of read some Black Friday deals. You got your computer pulled up, Will? Because I don't want to read all these, but if I have to, I will.
I don't. I'm not in the right place for a computer.
Okay, gotcha. Don't worry about that. So if we'll start with Walmart. Walmart's got some really good deals actually this Black Friday. They do have an HP Pavilion gaming laptop that does have a 1050 Ti on it, which is actually pretty damn good. I did not realize my video card situation because somebody asked me what specs I was running, and I pulled up my video card and I'm like, GTX 970. And I always thought I had the 10 series, and I did not. I had the 970, which was perfectly fine. The 970 pushed everything just fine, but I was like, wow, I am really behind. So I have traded in. I had a whole bunch of old video games that I never played anymore. A lot of Switch games, because I either one finished them or I just lost interest in them. So I traded in a crap load. And I'm talking a crap load, like 2 bags full of video games.
Have to. Yeah.
Well, we all know that I have a problem. But I traded in 2 bags full of video games and an old cell phone. And I got.
You still have to spend like $500?
No, that was the best part. I got $600 through Best Buy.
Wow.
Yeah. Best Buy is the best trade-in program. And you know what's really sad? And I learned this when I was trading all this crap in. They got rid of the Gamers Club Unlocked. And
I know, it's over. So
it's over. Yeah, people were making it was too good of a deal. And then they also got rid of the bonus trade-in program too. So
it's all gone. So you
gone.
have it as long as you have your account.
Yeah.
But once your account runs out, it's over.
Mine is done in September. So I will be able to buy video games for 20% off until September, but then after that it's over. So, plus I kind of figured too, like with a lot of my my physical copies of disc, like I said, I finished the game, or I just don't play them anymore, just because I probably played them on a different platform, but then bought them on a different platform. I had like 3 copies of Skyrim. I shit you not.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's bad. But my point is that I traded all this stuff in, got $600 in, and then because I guess bit mining has dropped in price, and bit mining has really inflated the video game card market, because that is the primary resource of a bit miner, is that video game card. But they've dropped in price, so I got a 1070 Ti for $540, which is insane, because those are they're like $800 cards.
Yeah.
So I got a really, really good deal on that. Unfortunately, that's not on the Black Friday sales. So, but to go back into my point, the 1050 Ti, that is like really, really good. I know everything's in the 20 series right now, but actually, if you do your research, if you're a PC gamer, the 20 series actually is having a lot of trouble. Like there's been recalls on a couple of them because they have been bursting into flames. So, just watch what you buy.
Yeah, I think my laptop has like a 1070?
Sure. Yeah. So I got the upgraded one of yours. I got the Ti. So
yeah.
Yeah. So very, very cool though. I love it. It pushes. It was really funny because I was playing Call of Duty, Black Ops 4 the other day, and I was I was freaked out because with the gamer group I was like, guys, I was like, did you know that there's paint on this bridge? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well,
you just saw it.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I just saw it, so now I do now too. Yeah. Like you could see the paint chips. Yeah. So
I mean, it's cool. I can push everything on Ultra, and it looks great.
Oh yeah.
I like it. So yeah.
No, I love mine
at least
too.
For the next year. You know?
Well, that's the kind of beauty about PC too, and you can always replace parts until you can't. So till your motherboard's not supported anymore, and that's like maybe 3-4 years away from me. So probably 3-4 years from now, I'll probably build another computer, probably.
Well,
But I mean, if you're looking for a gaming laptop, a really good gaming laptop, HP Pavilion, they make a really good one. $599. So
wow.
1 terabyte of storage, and like I said, it's got a. I don't see the problem. I think it's an i5 Xeon processor, so not terrible. So not the most top of the line thing out there right now. Especially since you're talking about like i9 processors for Intel. A lot of this is flying over people's heads. They're like, nerd. Sorry, I know my computer parts. But also, if you're looking for a computer or parts, they're going to have a Samsung 32-inch curved monitor for $168. I have one. I love it.
Yeah.
It's just Yeah, and I've done some improvements to my desk. I installed some arms for my microphones, and I installed a actual mount for my monitor, so now it's a lot closer to my face than it was. So just really fantastic right now. I'm really trying to update stuff as I can. But also, if you need a keyboard or mouse, they're going to have $95 Razer Chroma gaming bundle, which includes the keyboard, mouse pad, and Chroma mouse. So that's actually a really good deal, considering that's Razer. Yeah. So if you're looking for that, go for it. That's going to be some really good PC stuff. PC Master Race all the way. Sorry. Love it. But let's talk about video games, because Walmart's going to have some hell of a deals, I tell you right now, as soon as I can find them. Got any interesting...
Well, I do know, I don't know everywhere, but I do know that what I was saying earlier about Fallout, it's going to be already, I
discounted.
think, like $40. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
gotcha.
How did you get it?
How did you get it for $30? Yeah.
I did basically what you did.
Oh, okay.
I did the Gamers Club, so it was supposed to be 48, but then I traded in something. Plus, I had a $5 coupon.
Right.
And I was just like, boom, brand new game, $30.
Nice.
Okay. So that's the only way, because otherwise I wouldn't have spent the money on it.
No, well, like I said, I played the beta, and I'm like, not for me, and I canceled. Yeah.
Yep.
But starting at $35 a pop, you're going to be able to get yourself Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Kirby, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is an amazing game. If you have not played that game as of yet, I would definitely recommend it.
Freaking good.
Yeah. Forza Motorsport 4, ARMS, the Pokemon Bottle. They have Soul Calibur, the new one, Soul Calibur 6. They're gonna have For Honor. They're gonna have We Happy Few, NFL 19, Sea of Thieves, Skyrim, FIFA 18, NBA 2K 19. Actually, I think that is FIFA 19. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's all $35. $17. You can get yourself some Game Boy Advance games. You can get yourself Zelda, Super Mario Party. They're also going to have Nintendo Switch games as well. They will have, looks like Lego Worlds, The Fractured But Whole, South Park, fantastic game. They will have PUBG. They will have Dragon Ball Z Fighters, all down for $17. Skyrim, all there. Destiny 2, Diablo Eternal Edition, on Xbox, not the Nintendo Switch one. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But then for $25 each, you can get yourself Crash Bandicoot, Carnival, Super Mario Rabbids, all of the Switch games. They're going to have God of War for $25. That's amazing. Detroit, Becoming Human, Call of Duty World War II, Crew 2. Looks like some other ones as well. A lot of sports games. Grand Theft Auto 5, Far Cry 5, if you haven't played that as of yet. That's a hell of a deal. For $12, you can get yourself Mortal Kombat, what is it, 9? No, 11. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a really old game. No, 11, because actually I read a story the other day that they're actually in development of Mortal Kombat 12. So
that's cool.
Yeah, very cool. They will have Resident Evil, Biohazard. We're just talking about that. Fallout 4, the good version. Need for Speed, Grand Theft Auto 4, and then Borderlands, all for $12. So not too shabby, Walmart. And then if you're looking for a hard system to play those video games on, they will have the Sony PS4 1 terabyte Slim Edition for $199. That actually comes with the Spider-Man video game. That is a hell of a deal. Yeah. So they also will have the Sony VR Astro bundle, $199. That's a hell of a deal too. PS4 controller is going to be $39 each. Xbox One X, like we said a couple shows ago, I think, it's going to be $100 cheaper. So that is $399. Xbox One S Minecraft Edition bundle be $199, and then Xbox One controllers will be $39 each. They will also have the Mario Maker 2DS, $79, and then the Nintendo Switch bundle, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version, $299. So that's pretty much the same price as the system, but you just get a free game. Yeah. So the other thing that was really cool too is that if you need the Xbox games with gold, they will have that. They'll have 3-month subscriptions for $12.50. Normally they're $25. So that's actually a really good deal.
I saw a couple places having the PlayStation Plus for the year.
Yeah.
For like $30.
Yeah.
And that's insanely cheap because it's $60 now.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking about jumping on that, and grabbing like one or two of them, just to be like, if you can get 2 years, why not for the price of one?
Well, for the price of one, hell yeah, yeah. So I was actually thinking about doing that for PlayStation. Yeah, I don't know too much about how much I want to continue my subscription with Xbox, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool to hear like all the people saying, you know what, if you want to play the best version of Red Dead, or if you want to play it on Xbox One X, that only goes really, really good.
Yeah, that only goes so far in my book, though. Yeah,
it is like, I can play the best looking version of a third party title that's on every platform on your system,
right?
But what have you done for me lately?
And that's the ultimate question.
You pushed your Gamers Pass thing like as hard as you could.
Sure.
Yeah, that was what you did.
Pretty much. They went to Mexico and preached it from the mountaintops there.
Yeah. Well, great. I'll just
keep
up with my PlayStation.
Yeah, I know, right? But moving on to Target, the Doorbuster is actually, they're going to have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which you haven't played as of yet. I definitely recommend. It's an amazing Call of Duty game. $45. So $14.99 off. Starting with their $15 games, you can get yourself Overwatch, NBA Live 19, Marvel, Lego Superheroes 2, Battlefront 2, PUBG, Skyrim, Doom, The Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2, Lego Jurassic Park, and then Farming Simulator.
Yeah, there you go.
All for $15. For $25, you can get yourself God of War, Just Dance 2019, Crash Bandicoot, Far Cry 5, Call of Duty World War II, Kart Racers, Nintendo, Mario Rabbids, Dragon Ball FighterZ Z, Detroit Become Human, Lego The Incredibles. $35, you can get yourself Assassin's Creed Odyssey, NFL 19, Forza Horizon 4, We Happy Few, Sea of Thieves, Soul Calibur 6. Actually, I think Walmart's got the better deal on Soul Calibur 6. But also for $30, they're going to have WWE 2K19, Tomb Raider. The brand new one just came out, so that's a hell of a deal. I think Best Buy's got the same deal on that one too.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, and then what is it, Shinobi Striker, I believe. I'm not sure. So, they will also have their premium controllers, their Nintendo Switch controllers that you can only actually get at Target, like the classic Mario ones. They're going to be 20% off. I think they're like $40, so probably not going to save a ton on those. But I mean, it's, if you like old school Mario, definitely worth getting one of those controllers. They're going to have the same deals with PlayStation, $199 Spider-Man bundle. They'll have the Xbox One S's. It's all cheaper everywhere else. The games for Xbox Games Live, Gold will be cheaper. PlayStation 4 will be cheaper. The Xbox One and PlayStation 4 controllers are going to be cheaper. Same deal, actually, they do have a different deal if you're looking for a PSVR headset. For $249.99, they will actually have the bundle. So it's going to be the headset, the control sticks, the camera, and then you'll get 2 games. So not too bad for $250. So
what is it about like PS4 controllers that makes you desperately want one when you see it in a color that you haven't seen? Like, I desperately want that bright sunburnt orange one.
You should see, like, I have like a little like end table by one of my recliners. It is filled with like controllers, like it's Xbox and PlayStation, and oh my god, I have so many.
Another controller. I don't. I only currently have 2 PS4 controllers in my house.
I have like probably like 5 or 6.
And one of them is a SCUF controller, so when you have one of those, it's not really cool to be like, oh, I want the sunburst orange one because it's bright, glowing orange, and it reminds me, like, they were calling it, like, at GameStop they were joking, calling it like the Goku one, or the Dragon Ball Z controller, because I think it's bright orange and blue.
Well, the one that I did actually break down and buy was the clear blue 50th anniversary one.
Yeah,
because that was really cool. Yeah.
But I love that bright, like fluorescent orange one. I just love it for some reason. I haven't bought it yet because I'm like, well, maybe it'll go on sale with everybody else's, and then I'll get it, and I'll be like, wait, I have a $200 controller.
Right.
Why did I need to get a new? I don't. And that's the whole thing is, I tell myself no all the time, but then I look at them and I'm like, yes, I need that.
You don't. I could kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you have a controller, it works. It was expensive.
Right.
Play with it.
Right.
And I've managed to not break it. That's the amazing thing. You know me and my anger
Your
issues when
rage
it comes to video
issues.
games.
Yeah.
Like how the eye starts to twitch, and then my voice starts to get higher, and then I don't know,
You just lose
things
it.
start to break. It just what can I do?
I don't know. I really don't.
It's just for the love.
Well,
That's all.
I'm looking at GameStop, and I'm looking at Best Buy. There's really no difference. It's pretty straightforward across the board. You may find better deals every now and then, but really, it's not a huge difference enough to go over. So
yeah,
that's it. So, but the last part of the show, I just like I said, this is the last show. It's the last. We're over after this. Like I said, it's not a goodbye, but maybe just to see you later. But I just wanted to thank you, Will, for sticking by me.
Yeah, man.
I had this crazy idea for a podcast, and you jumped right on when I asked you if you want to be a part of it, and you've been here ever since. So I love you for it, and thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun. This is the part of the show where I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I'm tired. I'm tired. It takes a lot sometimes to put these shows together. And it's me and Will.
You do it.
Well, and I do it, and it's. I'll be honest with you too. It's been super hard. A lot of people didn't even know this about us, that we are not in the same room.
No.
I've had people listen to the show and they're like, "Man, you guys get together?" And I'm like, "Well, he calls in and he's like, he's on the phone." Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully that speaks to my editing skills. I don't know, but
right.
I have no idea.
You make me sound good on the phone.
Right? No, but I mean, we're not in the same room. We're not in the same state. We've actually never even met in real life.
No, not in real life.
Never.
No, I mean we are really actually pretty damn far away from each other.
Yeah. I'm in Iowa and you're in Massachusetts. So how is that legal weed thing working out? By the way, I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Well, today. Well, I mean, it's been recreational today.
Right, but now it's like you can just show up with a driver's license.
We had our first two recreational places go live, and they're nowhere near me. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere, actually. But more to come. The town I live in is probably going to be one of the next ones on the list of recreational.
Gotcha.
I don't like it. I mean, I don't dislike the recreational thing.
Right.
I don't personally like marijuana. Like it's always made me really paranoid.
Like here's the thing.
And
like
I've never been able to really handle it.
I don't smoke it, and I know we're getting really off topic. I don't smoke marijuana. Like I haven't smoked marijuana probably since college. But like,
me with high school. Yeah.
I enjoy like from time to time the edibles, like with the cannabis oil. Like that's enjoyable to me. Yeah.
I found actually, because of the horrible pain I always have in my right hand now, that someone showed me like the CBD oil.
Yeah.
And they are very, very low THC, so you don't feel high at all.
Yeah, but you don't.
Actually
gets rid of the pain.
It makes it stop hurting.
Yeah.
And I am a huge proponent of that.
Sure.
But actual, like, I know people take it as like an art form now. Like back when I smoked pot in high school, you never knew what you were getting, and it was scary.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was not really a good scene. Whereas now, people are proud of their stuff.
Right.
They want you to know that it's good, and everywhere, like what it comes from.
Right, and it's like super inspected now. Yeah.
And not only that, but it's super potent.
Oh yeah.
And I know back then I stopped doing it because it just made me really paranoid.
Sure.
And I don't need anything more to make me paranoid.
Right.
I'm fine on my own.
Imagine you locked in your room.
It's terrible. But I'm a huge supporter of it becoming just 100% legal. I think it should be nationwide.
It will be. I think it will be eventually. So
I think it will be too. It's just a matter of time. And anybody that are the people that are fighting and saying this, that, and the other thing, it's lack of education and fear mongering. Yeah. That's all it is.
Well, that's 90% of everything that we see nowadays is fear mongering.
The crappy thing is those same people have no problem like with all of the alcohol and all of like. Where alcohol kills more people than
we've ever had.
Yeah.
So I get the impairment thing, but I mean still. But back to saying our goodbyes. Sorry to get off topic there. I was just I saw that on the news today, and I'm like,
it was funny.
I may go to Massachusetts.
There was a lot of stuff today here about it, and I mean, it was just funny because who cares,
right?
Really? I don't know.
It's not like it's brand new, yeah. But I mean, just I did want to thank everybody, whoever gave us a shot, whoever put us on their networks, or whoever restreamed or downloaded the show. We love you. But like I said, I'm just at the point in my life right now where I'm tired. I have no will to right now. And like I said, that's why I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just saying maybe we'll see you later, because I don't have the will to do this anymore. I just don't.
I feel like this is like the end of the Truman Show. If I don't see you tomorrow.
If I don't see you, yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Yeah. So I finally woke up and realized there's a real world out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just I wanted to just say from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate anybody whoever just listened or whoever gave us a shot.
We love you all.
We do. We love every one of you. I love everyone at Noobs and Pros, Brian, Sean, every one of you. Thank you to John for his Nerd Noise Radio. He's talked praises about us. Thank you to just Podcast Radio Network, Player One Coffee, Video Games Monthly. Like I said earlier, Microsoft, Frank, Dakota. Even though you drive me crazy sometimes, you still give me a shot. But I mean, that's our time. And for the last time, I am Michael Wolf, and
I am Will Small.
Yep. And
probably late still.
I'm gonna cry. So
you're gonna cry, then I'm gonna cry. We're all gonna cry.
But I like I said, this is our pizza and bowling show. So we love you, and stay safe. Please, for the love of God, be kind to each other, and then until we meet again, this will be us signing off. So we hope you have a good one. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Dads That Game radio podcast. Email us your questions and hate mail to dadsthatgamepodcast@gmail.com.